What military secret would surprise most civilians? The military runs on junior enlisted soldiers making million-dollar decisions while their officers are at lunch. I learned this as a 19-year-old private first class operating a Patriot missile defense system. My job was supposed to be simple. Monitor screens, report contacts, follow orders. What they don't tell you is that split-second decisions about incoming missiles can't wait for the chain of command to wake up and have a meeting about it. 2 a.m. shift somewhere in the Middle East during the height of tensions with Iran. Radar picks up multiple fast-moving contacts heading toward our airfield. Could be enemy missiles, could be friendly aircraft with broken transponders, could be a flock of migrating birds. Standard protocol says contact the officer of the day, wait for authorization, verify through 3 different channels before engaging. Problem is, hypersonic missiles don't wait for paperwork. My supervisor, a specialist with 18 months more experience than me, was taking a smoke break. Communications were down to headquarters. The lieutenant was asleep in his quarters 3 buildings away. The contacts were 90 seconds from impact. I had to decide, shoot down what might be friendly aircraft, or let potential enemy missiles destroy $1 billion worth of equipment and kill hundreds of sleeping soldiers. No training prepared me for this. No manual covers the moment when you realize you're 19 years old and might have to start World War III because your lieutenant is dreaming about his girlfriend back home. I tracked the contacts for another 30 seconds. Flight pattern was wrong for commercial aircraft, too fast for helicopters, too low for transport planes. But the IFF signals were garbled, showing friendly 1 second, unknown the next. Called the tower. Any friendlies inbound? Negative. All aircraft accounted for. That's when I made the decision. Authorized the engagement myself. Fired 2 Patriot missiles at contacts that might have been American pilots. Both targets went down. Turns out they were Iranian drones conducting reconnaissance before a planned attack on our fuel depot. Intelligence confirmed it hours later through intercepted communications. I prevented a major attack using equipment worth more than most people's houses. Made the call without any officer approval. Saved potentially hundreds of lives. Did it all while barely old enough to drink legally. The kicker? When my lieutenant found out the next morning, his first question wasn't about the tactical situation or enemy capabilities. It was, why didn't you wake me up? Because by the time I explained the situation, found him, and got authorization, we'd all be dead. That's why they train 18-year-olds to operate these systems. Not because we're expendable, but because we react without overthinking. Civilians think military decisions flow down from generals to colonels to captains to sergeants to privates. Reality is backwards. Privates make the critical calls, then spend hours explaining to officers why they didn't have time to ask permission. Every major military operation depends on some kid from Ohio or Texas making judgment calls worth millions of dollars. We trust teenagers with nuclear weapons, but not with choosing their own haircuts. The Iran situation never made the news. Officially, nothing happened. But 3 Iranian intelligence officers got reassigned after their expensive drones disappeared over American airspace. My reward? An unofficial attaboy from the captain and orders never to discuss the incident outside our unit. No medal, no recognition, just another night shift for a private who temporarily held the power to change international relations. 6 months later, I was back to mopping floors and painting rocks. Because in the military, you can save the world on Tuesday and still get kitchen duty on Wednesday. That's what civilians don't understand. The military isn't run by the people with the most rank. It's run by the people willing to make hard decisions when there's no time to find someone more qualified.